And I think Will Smith said it best. Like, if you have to envision yourself in the position that you want, and then you work backwards, right? Today we're talking about pitch video and the power of it. And we've been like on this 2-month hiatus. Where has Shoeshine Media been, right? Shoeshine Media has been producing a reality show. A little bit about me. I pitch reality shows. I pitch all types of shows, and I also develop them. We call them sizzle reels. Sometimes people call them TV pilots. And so today we're talking about the pitch video. So for the last 2.5 months, I've been working on a reality show. We just finished up episode 1 and 2. I was the producer, but it started all from a sizzle reel, right? And today we're talking about the power of a pitch video, right? So for the last 2 months, I've been producing, editing, working on this show, right, to get it ready. A couple years back, the client came to us with a little bit of a concept and said they wanted a show, and they weren't sure about the whole entire storyline. And so me and my wife, Javan Cornelius, developed it. And a couple years later, the show got picked up, right, by a network. And so it's a new network that wanted the show. They're producing some episodes on it. So that's where we've been, right? And so we've been working on this show. And I send like this email out to my clients that a couple of years ago. And so in that email, I was talking about the power of a pitch, right? There's a lot of shows. I wouldn't say a lot. I would say there's shows out there. There are projects out there being made because somebody simply pitched it. And it's really important, right? You take a look at some of the impressive pitches. Nick Cannon developed Wildin' Out on his own and then brought it to a network. You look at Morgan Cooper, who did the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sizzle, right? Dropped on the internet. Next thing, he's landing a job as a co-creator, showrunner, director for the new version of Fresh Prince, right? And I know some other shows that have been pitched in back rooms where people have developed sizzle reels and pitched it to producers. And so if you have an idea, pitching is one of the best ways to do it. And sometimes it's not just one video. It could be you developing your whole series, right? Like Issa Rae, who did YouTube for a while. You know, you have to bring people to you. You know, you have to do your own thing for a while. And so you could do a whole series or you could do a video. And so not just pitching and trying to get a show made, but in business, a lot of my clients come from me reaching out to them and me showing them an example of what I can do for them. So if you're a creator and you're like, man, I want to take myself to the next level, or why am I not getting enough business? You may want to consider pitching, because pitching is just, it's kind of like, it just gives people something to remember. It gives them something to go over again. It's more than just talking. A lot of people come up to me with ideas, but they don't advance those ideas. You got to advance those ideas. And I think Will Smith said it best. Like, if you have to envision yourself in the position that you want, and then you work backwards, right? So think about it. You want to produce a show, right? For a network, go out and produce your own show, right? Go out and produce your own sizzle and send it to a network, right? And then maybe they're like, man, this is interesting, right? And we have to remember that, right? How do we get to that position? There's other ways to get to that top position as a producer, right? What's up to my cameraman, PJ, right, PJ? All right, right? There's other ways that, there's other ways to get to the top. And sometimes it takes the initiative of you developing it. And so I love what Will Smith said. He said, think backwards, right? You want to produce a docuseries for HBO, or why not go produce, let's say, for instance, you really like Hard Knocks, right? Why not go as a creator, go to your local high school in your area as a creator and develop a docuseries for them? Like, you got to think, like, there's ways to be creative now. And because technology and cameras are affordable. You could rent them. It's not like it used to be back in the day. You could rent an expensive camera. You could rent good equipment. The companies will provide insurance for you. Companies like Lens Rentals, they'll provide insurance for you. You could rent a high-end camera and go out there and shoot it yourself as a creator. Or if you're somebody who has an idea, you could contact a production company. There's tons of production companies out there who do stuff like that. So as a creator, we have to remember, man, to pitch your ideas monthly. Pitch to clients, to people out there who have ideas for shows. Contact a production company. Get them to make your idea. Get an agent. Get in those rooms. Find out what networks are looking for, because networks do put out information to let you know what they're looking for, and produce it. The power of the pitch, right? Pitch videos are still important. I'm doing this podcast right after I got back from Houston. I'm real tired, guys. So to wrap this video up, I went out to Houston to Trill Burgers. I was excited to taste Bun B's Houston-made steak burgers, but I was not able to because I got sick. And so we're back from Houston and I'm recovering. But I was like, I got to do this podcast, man, because I haven't been on the internet in a while. Maybe posted here and there, but I'm excited. Number one, to move on to the next show. I'm excited to pitch more shows. I'm excited to develop more shows for people. And I'll talk more about that later. But remember, you have to be pitching, creators out there. Don't forget, you gotta pitch, right? You gotta find your clients. You gotta pitch it to them. And you gotta believe. Let me tell you something. Pitching has afforded me the opportunity to be a paid artist, a creator. And if it works for me, I know it will work for you. All right, guys, later.